up, guys? It's your boy, Amon Davis here. I am back with some more Madden NFL 18 gameplay footage. And yeah, man, you know, last week in the game, we beat the we beat the New York Giants 31-13. Defensive performance was very great, very great. I think Keelan got a pick and Darius got a pick. Yeah, and it was like 2 forced fumbles on the same play. So yeah, man. I mean, all we got to do is just keep the ball rolling. And I guess we're playing the Broncos. They got a good defense as well. I don't know about the offense, but yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'm gone. Peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Second down, here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go. Again, Anderson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overrun him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. After the interception, here's Simeon. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
He's going to let this one go deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garth. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Anderson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
Well, he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run it again with Anderson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now Simeon, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Demaryius Thomas. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Simeon. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To the air again, Simeon. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down following the incompletion. Again, Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green as the first half is winding down. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Now Anderson. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. On the draw, Simeon gives to Charles. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. So the Broncos coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 1st down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run forward with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. There's not a whole lot of margin for error for this defense right now. Trailing in the 4th, they need a stop. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Simeon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, Plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes.
A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim fourth-quarter lead. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim fourth-quarter lead. A first down carry here for Charles. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Simeon, and it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Charles getting the handoff from Simeon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
He's gone over 1,000 yards 5 times in his career, but he's at the 30-year-old mark, and there's a lot of concern about running backs over the age of 30.
5 yards or better per carry in each of his first 8 seasons. Now past 30, we'll see if that trend can continue. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And here we go on first and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on second is Simeon. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Simeon on third and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. So the drive here ends with a field. There's not a whole lot of margin for error for this defense right now. Trailing in the fourth, they need a stop. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Jamal Charles. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Simeon now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. You got the slim lead. Up in Seattle, the gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. Russell Wilson, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. One last throw here for Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
And what a game, man. What a game. I mean, came down to the wire. You know, bro, my guy came up with the pick, and we got that dub. We sealed the dub. I mean, shoot, when we was backed up, our determination never faded away. Even with Josh gone. Trevor Siemian just freaking overthrew that guy. I was right there at the right place at the right time. I should have beat him, but I tried to juke him. He was coming at an angle too, so he was going to get me, but, you know, we still went down the field, and we kicked that field goal, and we got that dub. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then Christian back here with the game-sealing interception. But if we go down a little bit further, the thing that really got it started was when Trevor Siemian wanted to throw it to Demaryius Thomas. But, you know, Keelan Williams, a lockdown corner, he said, not on my watch. Tips the ball up in the air. And it's like, I got it. Boom. Interception. Let's get it. Now, I will be turning injuries off because, one, Josh was the main factor. I can't do that. And so, yeah. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I am out. Peace.
I'm on some raw nigga shit. Take a nigga